3, 2, 1. Hi, Paige. How are you doing today? not nerve-wracking at all. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in on a Sunday. How are you feeling today?
I'm good.
Good?
Hot?
It's a little warm.
Yes.
Do you know what temperature it is outside?
I think it was, depending on where you look, I think it's 88. Between 88 and 95.
It's a good range.
Yeah.
So it's warm. Well, thank you for coming into at least somewhat of an air-conditioned space for us to do a little athlete spotlight. Yeah, we were just talking a little bit about your journey of coming into the box. So tell me a little bit about how you got here.
I needed something to do. And so I was like, hey, I knew people who had been obsessed with CrossFit when I was playing rugby at Oregon State.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, might as well try it. And so I emailed or something, and I didn't expect anybody to call back, and they did. And I was like, oh crap, I guess I have to do it. So that's pretty much what it was.
Yeah. So tell me a little about what you do outside of doing just CrossFit for fitness.
Well, I do yoga and the elliptical in the mornings,
Mm-hmm.
During weekdays, and then on the weekends I jog. I jog.
Cool. Great. So tell me about your first day coming into the box.
I was terrified.
Yeah?
For foundations or the first class?
Let's do both. Why
Oh,
not?
okay.
First day coming in for foundations.
I was terrified. I was hoping that I would have, it'd be rescheduled until you forgot, but you didn't.
I did not.
And it was really hard, but I was really happy because you were so positive and really helped me, feel comfortable. And I remember leaving, feeling really proud of myself because I did not throw up.
You did not.
So
throw up.
I was
remember
really,
you did not.
yes. And then for the first workout, I'm pretty sure it was wall balls, which was not horrible, but hard.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really intimidating until people were very much like, oh, you don't have to do it all. You don't have to do what it says. You can scale it to your own. You can, and it was really nice. So, it was scary, but I got over that.
Yeah, you did get over it. And I mean, you come now a lot more than you said you were going to come. What did you think initially you were? How often did you think you were going to come?
2 to 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now you're solidly pretty much sitting around 4 and 5.
Yeah,
these days.
3 and 4 now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I could do more, but
yeah. So tell me a little bit about what keeps you coming to class.
I really like being around people that like working out. Not just you go to a gym and it's everybody's doing their own individual thing. I like that everybody's doing the same thing and we're all kind of suffering and we help each other and tell everybody keep going, and I really like that. So yes.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, I that's one of the things that kept me coming when I first started, was just being around people that were all in that part.
Yeah.
We're all from different walks of life, but
Yeah.
we're all crushing that workout. Have you found yourself talking about CrossFit?
Yeah. I've been trying to get my coworker to join.
Uh-huh.
She won't.
But that's all right.
Yes.
It's hard because you're out in something that you really enjoy doing. So, what do you tell other people in the community about CrossFit?
That it's really not as intimidating as it looks. I know for me, it's I like coming and just getting a lot of just getting stuff out and just being around people that are extremely positive. And so I'm like, hey, you should come join because it's really, really positive and they're really nice. And
really
you
nice.
don't have to do you don't have to do it as intense, but you can if you want. So yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, it's all just planting seeds. You're just planting good seeds. And I don't know, have you been to places where it's really intimidating?
No.
Okay.
I don't think it would be. I just think it just looks really intimidating.
It just looks like it. Yeah. What are some things, when people start doing CrossFit, things tend to, they start to notice changes, not just in, doing fitness, but they seem to see things in their life change as well. What are some things you've noticed change for you?
Well, I have a weird policy where, for furniture,
Mm-hmm.
so I can only buy furniture if I can carry it from my car upstairs. And so for me, I have more furniture because I can carry it upstairs. So.
Okay, what was one of the purchases you made?
Bookcases. I have a lot of bookcases now.
Okay.
More than anything. So because I can, yeah, it's
You can
nice.
lift them?
Yeah, it's nice going to the store and being like, oh, I need a bookcase. I can just carry this like easily. So
Pretty cool. Yeah, you were mentioning that you tell your family some specific things when you tell them about CrossFit. What do you tell them usually?
how much I can bench press, or not bench press, but squat and deadlift.
What can you squat and deadlift now?
I have no idea. I think I can squat maybe 206. I think, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's like how much I can deadlift or what, but I know one number is in the 200s, and I'm like, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. What's your favorite lift?
Probably be deadlift because I can do it.
Mm-hmm. How does it feel when you like lift that up all the way?
It feels really nice because I definitely like looking at like when you add weights to it, you're like, that's a lot of weight, and then you do it, and you're like, oh my gosh, like I can do like this is really nice because I can do this, but it's a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where just
moments.
Yeah.
So we've kind of with you coming into the gym, you've done some things that you had put as like a list as on your goals. So you had any goals that you've accomplished since doing CrossFit?
I ran a 5K.
Yes. Have you done anything since doing 5K? How many have you done now?
I've only done one.
Yeah.
I want to do more.
Okay.
But I've only done officially one.
Okay. So what's like what's your next goal that we're gonna be chasing this next year?
Well, one is pull-ups. And the other one is doing the 10K.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. You've heard it here, folks. So what's some advice? And I know like this is gonna sound maybe like a little cheesy, because you kind of give them like a lot of like your advice already that you kind of give people. What do you think would have gotten you to come to CrossFit sooner? You think?
I'm not sure. I think that just swallowing my fear and just doing it, because I think that's for me. That's a lot of what it was. That I'm afraid to do new things, and so I was really hesitant to try it or even ask. And so I think, like, if I was telling my future self, like, if I was like, don't be so afraid, just do it, it'll be fine. Like, you'll be really thankful. So, yeah. I don't know if that really answers your question.
That does answer the question, because I think that's exactly like if you could tell your future self that would be pretty cool, or your past self, then that may be exactly. If you had someone who's on the fence about starting CrossFit, maybe that's what you would say too.
Yeah.
Don't be so afraid. It's fun. Well, we are celebrating. You've hit your 1 year mark.
Yes. And
we look forward to having you for many more years to come. So. Thank you so much for taking time, and looking forward to you crushing those pull-up goals and all the goals today, and ever more. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in, Paige.